Hello everyone, I am Tania Martinez with Remax Real Estate Results. Today I wanted to quickly talk about the difference between appraisals and inspections on a new home. But first, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Make sure to hit the bell so that way you guys get notified anytime I do a new video. So let's get started. Just a quick note before we start. I'm not an appraiser or an inspector. I'm a real estate agent that has gone through the process many times with my own homes and of course with my clients' homes. So I am just speaking from experience. Like I said, I don't work in either of these fields. I did not study for these fields. So I just wanted to make that clear. So a lot of people come to me, this is typically a lot of first-time home buyers come to me and they don't understand why they need an appraisal. The appraisal is really not for you guys. It's really for the bank. The appraisal is going to give them a value of what they think the house is, and they're going to send it over to the bank so that way the bank doesn't pay more than what they think the value is. So they're not going to give you a $200,000 loan for a house they only think is $190,000. And if the house does come in under appraisal, there are ways to work that out. So make sure you talk to your realtor, and it could be that you either bring in the difference if it underappraises, or you have the seller pay for it. So there's a lot of options, and so if it does underappraise, I mean, good for you. Hopefully the seller will just lower the price and everything will work out. Now, if it does overappraise, let's say back to that same example that you bought a house for $200,000 and it appraises for $205,000, well, then you just get to keep that equity, which is great for you. So now let's talk about the inspection. Whereas the appraisal is not negotiable, a bank has to do it, this inspection is. But of course, as a realtor, I always recommend that you guys get one. This is so important. This is like a sneak peek into the house before you actually go in and live in it. You guys get to see what problems are with the house, what kind of cool features there are in there. An inspector will go through with their list and make sure everything is up to code. They'll double check the roof, they'll check plumbing, and they'll check out the AC units, pretty much everything on the house, so that way they know that it's in working order. And really after that he'll compile a report and he'll send it over to you. And from there we can use that list to negotiate repairs. And I know some of you guys may be thinking, hey, I bought a new house. Do I need an inspection? Yes. Yeah, you guys do need an inspection. Honestly, guys, these builders are building houses. I mean, they're probably working on 10 a day, probably more. These workers are overworked and sometimes they miss things. So make sure you guys get an inspector to go through and double check everything. So that way you guys can see that everything's in working order, there's no holes in the wall, nothing needs to be fixed. I mean, I haven't had that much trouble with new home inspections, but really there's just little things that they might miss that you might miss if you guys don't get an inspection. So make sure to get one. Now let's talk about the cost. The cost of an inspection really depends on the square footage, where the area that the house is in. So really, well, at least here in Arkansas, they range between $350 to about $800 depending on that square footage. Of course, other places may be higher. So just make sure to talk to your realtor before you guys consider that cost. The cost of the appraisal is going to be about $500 up front. So make sure that you guys are ready with that as soon as you guys sign the contract, because that will be one of the first things that they ask you for whenever you're getting started for that home loan. Last thing on inspections. Yes, these are completely optional, and I've said that before. But if you guys decide to go the route with not hiring an inspector, just realize that sometimes the sellers may not take the requests that you guys make as seriously. So you lose a little bit of negotiating power, and you might miss a few things. And some of these things could be little things that you would have never thought to check, like the AC condenser has been has a drip that's been going on for a while, and you guys don't notice it until it's too late, and you guys after you guys have already bought the house, and then all of a sudden you notice a wet spot on your roof. A little things like that you guys may miss. That's why I think it's so important to get an inspection, and I always recommend it. So if you guys are wondering whether it's worth to spend the money, I'm gonna say yeah, it's super worth it. Okay guys, so I hope you guys like this video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Please hit the bell so that way you guys get notified anytime I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Bye.